Hello and welcome back to Blue Crescent Tarot. My name is Deanne and I am back with a third video today. My sunlight, I should say, is changing in my room, and so I have a picture frame up blocking this now so I can knock out this video. I think this is the third time I've recorded this video. In one of my other recent recordings, I said that I was having some technical difficulties. I had to delete a couple videos because of my sound not working on my camera, the audio not working, and this is the other video that I originally lost. And then I did this again yesterday when I did my first recording for Robin's deck, Eyes Wide Tarot, and I deleted that and I deleted this because the lighting was terrible. There were glares and shadows and my screensaver went off, so I couldn't see what I was doing, and I was way out of frame with this deck walkthrough. So this is really just a side-by-side comparison of the Seventh Sphere Tarot, which is over here on the left, and I have the box somewhere for that. That's what that one looks like. It's beautiful, really high quality. I've said before, I think, unless it was with a video that I had deleted, what heaven dreams the earth brings forth, you blaze in the sun, glimmer in the stars, and dance in the rhythm of creation. That's not attributed to anyone else, so I think that is a quote by Tina Gong from Labyrinthos. And anyway, what I was saying, I've said before that I think I have everything that Labyrinthos has put out. I think recently the last Tarot and Lenormand combo that I bought from there, I think that brought me up to the full collection. I just love everything that they do. So the Seventh Sphere Tarot is a Marseille style deck, but not fully, okay? It has Marseille style pips, and the majors are more RWS, and the courts are, well, we're splitting hairs, right? So I would say that this deck has Marseille style pips. And now they're coming out with an RWS. I'm gonna try to block this sunlight. So this deck right here, you'll see the border, and this is just like regular cardstock. And Labyrinthos puts out plastic decks. So this is the back on the Seventh Sphere, by the way, gorgeous. And there is a coordinating Lenormand to this deck, by the way, if you're one of those people that wants a matchy match for your tarot. Do check out their site. They have a tarot, or they have a Lenormand to go with every tarot that they have put out, I believe. So anyway, this deck over here with the borders, this is the RWS version, sort of, I'm going to call it like prototype. You can order this version of it from Barnes & Noble, and it actually comes free with this book. So this is the big tarot book with cat hair on it. Ugh. So this is by Tina Gong, and it's a really, really awesome book. Sort of like encyclopedia style. It has a full page. So here's the 8 wands. I'm going to try to cram this under, and I can't really see what I'm doing. So here's the 8 wands, full color copy in the book. And then you also have upright and reverse for interpretation, reflection, and action. This book is really beautiful, hardcover, just an awesome book. I'm just gushing about it. That's $25, and then you get this deck for free when you order it from Barnes & Noble. So now you can also put in your pre-order for the RWS version on Labyrinthos. So this is kind of like a little, what I'd call maybe like a study deck or something. And then I would assume that the official version will be like this, like a borderless, no bleed kind of thing. But anyway, I could not pass up a free deck with that amazing book. So moving my picture frame again because I'm getting some light. So anyway, I just wanted to do a side-by-side and show you. I'm going to kind of fly through the majors and the courts because those are by and large the same, and then we will get to the minors. So something I did notice yesterday in my flip through, I'll just slow down here for a moment. So if you can see here, in the Seventh Sphere, the eyes are kind of crazy, right? That's the one thing that put me off the deck very first thing when I saw it, but I just had to have it because there's only a few like full facial shots in this deck, and they all occur in the majors, and I thought, you know, I really love it. I'm gonna get it anyway, even though, like, I mean, she kind of looks a little intense. This version, you'll see the face has calmed down and it looks more natural, I should say, right? So anyway, something to note, that if you were kind of put off by the crazy eyes before, now they're looking more natural in this RWS. Again, I use this deck all the time. It doesn't bug me that much. I just kind of laugh about it, right? It's just kind of a lot. And you'll see the color saturation is different and kind of darker in this one, but I'm assuming that's just because of the cardstock. And when it's on plastic, it's going to be more muted and dusky, again, I would assume. So here are Magicians. I think I'm in frame. Yes, I am. Okay. High Priestess. Forgive all my questioning and hesitation, because again, I've done this video maybe 4 times. I can't even keep track. Last week was crazy and I was losing my mind about doing this. Again, more natural eyes. And that's true throughout. The Empress, again, you see these are the same. Now, one of them is different. I noticed yesterday, but now I don't remember if I'll see that or not. Oh, I know, it's with the Devil, so I'll show you that. The Hierophant, the Lovers. I really love this Lovers card. Just beautiful. The Chariot. And I have switched strength, so in the Labyrinthos it's numbered as 11 instead of 8. You can use them in either place, right? It doesn't matter. You can read it, you know, you don't have your deck in order, but I mean, you can read it as the 8 or the 11th, whatever you want. It just has this little Roman numeral. It's whatever you want to do. In the RWS, of course, we have it relisted here as 8, but I just switched them so that they would be side by side here for you. Hermit, gorgeous card. I really love this. The Wheel of Fortune. So again, you can see that these majors are the same. And there again, I had switched Justice, obviously. The Hanged Man. Death card. This is one of my favorite death cards. It's just beautiful. It's kind of these sunset colors with the lilies. Just amazing. Oh, I'm making a mess over here. Temperance. So the Devil, here we have in the RWS version, we have them, the people, as like puppets on strings, right? And here we have the Devil with a whip, and the people are restrained around the neck. So that's one difference. I think everything else is the same in the majors. The Tower, I really enjoy this because the people look more proportional to the Tower. The Star, again with slightly calmed down eyes. This one wasn't as crazy to begin with, but it is a little more calm look here. The Moon, the Sun, Judgment. Love the symbolism in all of these. The World. So by and large the same. Now the Seventh Sphere does have 2 extra cards that I treat as majors. One is the Tree of Life and the other is the Return. Really beautiful. So here we have the minors. Now the aces are the same. And then for the 2, we have people added in. Now outside of the majors, the people all appear like this in this sort of silhouette shadow sort of design. This is nice. We still have the fish up here, so there's still some of that sort of Marseille vibe in there, just with like the layout and the type of design that's added. But we have, again, the people added in for the RWS version. 3 of Cups, more traditional Marseille, and then again here with the people. So you can kind of see how that works. Like there's just enough, you know, there's just a person added here, just the posture, sort of sitting, contemplative, being offered this fourth cup, right? So just enough. So I'd say scenic, but in a really simplistic way. Again, here we just have the person added. We get that emotion. Six of Cups. There are no people in this one, so that's interesting, right? It's just, so it's not a full like replica of the RWS style. It's just, you know, some things have been added to make this scenic, right? So we're going into this sunset. So how does that link up to the RWS Six of Cups for you, if at all, right? So this is why I wanted to show that. So some of them are different. I love the Seven of Cups, just like the simple, clean object in each cup. Really, really love this. This one might be my favorite minor in this deck. We have the Eight of Cups, again, the shadow silhouette figure here added in just to kind of give that feeling. We also have the crescent moon, and we have the stack of 8 here, showing the progress that has been made, but it's time to go. Nine of Cups, this person here reaching up to their shelf of cups. That reads to me as contentment and fulfillment, as the Nine of Cups does in the Rider-Waite. 10 of Cups, again, not the traditional scenic pip, but we have, or scenic minor, but we have the hands coming together, right? And we have that sunset again, or sunrise. So this kind of harkens back to that Six of Cups, and right, the completion, and we have this rainbow here. So we have that symbolism. Again, not the traditional picture of the family and the dog and people in the community or whatever is going on, but enough to read it that way. And again, the courts are the same. So I'll kind of buzz through these. Queen Cups, King Cups. Aces are beautiful in these decks, again here, and the aces are the same. This one, again, the 2 pence, not exactly like the Rider-Waite Smith, but hands reaching toward that, maybe, you know, showing, like trying to strike that balance. What are you holding? What do you need to let go of? Or maybe how do you best move forward and continue to hold both of these? If you want to take both of these aspects forward, how do you do that, right? It brings in the human element, even if it's just a little bit. The 3 pence, we have that collaboration and teamwork becoming obvious. The 4 pentacles, I really love this treasure box, 4 pence. Really enjoy that one. 5 of Pentacles, perfect. We have that harkening back to the stained glass, even though we don't really see that. We have that kind of style of window. We have the little like star or snowfall happening here, and again, the posture of the person is telling us what we need to know here. 6 of Pentacles, that giving nature. The 7. Now this one's very pippish, right? But we have it growing. I mean, we have that here, but that's just throughout. We have the growth and the plant here, but here, again, pretty pippish, but we have that, you know, it's time for harvest, and it's time for looking toward what comes next, right? You might feel a little stagnant, but reap the harvest and plan those next steps. The Craftsman here for the 8 Pentacles. And I love this 9. We have the rainbow. Again, similar to 9 of Cups, that contentment, fulfillment, maybe here with the Pentacles more what I'd call like wish fulfillment. We have the cardinal, which is a really nice symbol for me from the other side, from the other realm, and really beautiful. And we still get this vibe of this person out in their garden. And the 10 pence, the child, the dog. We have unity here with the hands, really nice. And this is our dog returning from the Fool card. Page, again, the courts are the same. Really beautiful. I love the shadow silhouette types of courts, similar to what's in the Way Home Tarot. Though those are sort of show an embodiment of their element, but still that similar sort of style in that we don't see facial features or skin color or really anything like that. Aces are the same. And then we have the Two of Swords. So we have what seems to be a woman, crescent moon, and the swords here, though they're not crossed. But again, we have the water, enough to read it that way. Three of Swords, very traditional. Four of Swords, again, we have the person in a particular posture. Five of Swords, no people here, but with lilies. This is interesting to me, right? We're trying to get to that peace. We're trying to get back to that peace and harmony with the five. It's that disruption, there's conflict and disagreement, but this is the aim. So this one's interesting, right? Similar to the Seven of Pentacles, and that there wasn't really a lot of scenic imagery going on, but there's enough, and this one's kind of a twist. I like that. I like looking to the lighter side of it, right? The person knows that they're in a mess, right? And we don't want to shy away from that. In our reading, we tell them, you know, I see that there's conflict here, what this card represents, but the aim is this piece. Six of Swords, single person in their boat, doing it on their own. I love that. Heading to those calmer waters. Seven of Swords, person sneaking away. The Eight Swords, showing that feeling of entrapment. The Nine, again with that posture, giving us what we need to know, and the 10. Courts are the same. And the Ace Wands. I love this Ace Wands card so very much. It is just beautiful. The Two, have the person reaching. It's really nice. The Three, sort of a Fool vibe, right? Like stepping out. Sometimes that ship you're waiting for is the one that you need to make, right? That's sort of the idea in some cases, or you're waiting to see kind of what comes back to you. I read that differently depending on the other cards. So no people here in the Rider-Waite version, but we have these sort of valances or canopies reminding us about the meaning of that card. Five of Wands, we just have the arms here, but we get that vibe, that combative conflict. The Six, victory, achievement, success. The Seven, the person on higher ground, that rough energy is still surrounding, but they're on top. Eight of Wands, traditional, plus this rainbow, really just love it. The Nine, taking a little rest, staking your claim, drawing those energetic boundaries. And the 10 of Wands. And again, our last court, similar, or the same, I should say. So now let me, I did some of these backwards. So let me show you, these are the backs of the Barnes & Noble copy. And if you search like Labyrinthos RWS, or if you search Tina Gong, that book will come up on Barnes & Noble, and then you'll know that this deck comes with it, and it says right there in the description. So just make sure the description says that you're getting a free deck. Yeah, I think it was $26 and some change once tax was added in. So really, really great. I'll do a quick shuffle here of the plastic copy. Labyrinthos plastic decks are lightweight, I would say. They're very slippery. If you like a good riffle shuffle deck, I would say that plastic from this company is the way to go. Now, not all plastic decks are created equal. Some I hear are heavier. This is very, I think, light. And let me just pull out 5 of Cups so you can see a few together. Just for kicks. I did these backwards, didn't I? Oh we got 2 5 energies, maybe because I was talking about that 5 energy so much. 5 of Cups, 5 of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. So just so you can see how they kind of look together. And then I will do the same here. I'm just cutting. I'm not going to shuffle this deck again. Oh, there's another 5. See? You guys. 5 of Swords and 5 Wands. And 5 Cups back there. That's crazy, isn't it? So there's that. And funny, I drew some that aren't quite as people-y. Let me do just another set here. I'm just cutting randomly and pulling these out. So, King Cups, the Lovers, and the Hanged Man. There you go, just so you can see some how they work together. So, that is that. My comparison side by side of Tina Gong at Labyrinthos RWS and Marseille style with the Seventh Sphere. So if you are interested in these, now you know. Majors are the same, minors are different, and quartz are also the same. We had that one minor change with the Devil card, and I really think that was it, aside from the faces sort of being calmed down. That was the one change in the majors. So there you go. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Until next time, love to you all.